90% of people know this eye contact rule, and if you master it, you'll never be the same again. There's a 5-second eye contact rule that instantly makes people take you more seriously. But here's the crazy part. Almost nobody knows it. In fact, most people break it without realizing, and then wonder why they get ignored, talked over, or not taken seriously. You ever been in a conversation where the other person just doesn't respect you, even if you're being polite, even if you're trying to be confident? It's not what you're saying, it's the microsecond signals you're sending, especially with your eyes, because your eyes can either tell people, I'm confident and in control, or I'm weak, unsure, and you can dominate me. And what's wild is, this all happens in the first 5 seconds. Psychologists, negotiators, even spies use this exact trick to flip conversations and even intimidate people without saying a word. And once you know it, people will feel something shift the moment they look at you. The best part? It takes only 5 seconds, but the way you do it has to be exact, and if you do it wrong, you'll come off as awkward or even creepy. Most people completely misunderstand eye contact. They think being confident means staring longer, locking eyes without blinking, or just trying to look bold. But that usually backfires. In real conversations, especially with new people or authority figures, they either break eye contact too quickly, which silently screams nervousness, or they stare too intensely, which crosses into creepy or aggressive territory. Neither of those behaviors gives off confidence. In fact, both can instantly lower your perceived status without you even realizing it. Have you ever been mid-conversation and felt like someone wasn't really listening, just scanning the room or avoiding your eyes? Or worse, someone stared so hard it made you feel weird or defensive? That's not powerful, that's poor calibration. And this is where most people go wrong. They think eye contact is about duration, when in reality, it's about timing, rhythm, and subtle control. Truly confident people don't just hold eye contact. They pace it like a silent dance. They create tension, release it, and hold it again, all within seconds. This gives them a magnetic presence that feels natural but commanding. And what's fascinating is that this pacing, this timing, especially in the first 5 seconds of an interaction, sets the tone for how people will treat you. That's where the 5-second eye contact rule comes in. It's not just a trick, it's a psychological tool that flips the social dynamic immediately, but only if you know how to use it precisely. The mistake isn't just in what people are doing, it's when and how they're doing it. And that's what separates the 3% from everyone else. Here's where it gets fascinating. When you make eye contact with someone, especially in the first few seconds of meeting them, their brain is scanning you for signals. Are you confident? Are you a threat? Are you dominant, submissive, nervous, trustworthy? And all of this happens before you even say a word. Scientists have found that eye contact activates the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for fear, alertness, and social judgment. In other words, your gaze is triggering their primal instincts. If your eye contact is weak or inconsistent, their brain quietly labels you as less important, less confident, maybe even less trustworthy. On the other hand, if your gaze is intense but too rigid or unblinking, it activates discomfort, like you're challenging them or invading their space. But here's the sweet spot. When you hold eye contact just long enough to assert presence, but not so long that it feels forced, something powerful happens. The other person becomes more engaged, more alert, and more likely to mirror your energy. Their subconscious starts to register you as someone with authority, self-control, and calm confidence. And the magic number, according to both behavioral studies and elite communication training, 5 seconds. Not 3, not 10. 5 seconds of calibrated, grounded eye contact, done at the right moment, builds instant psychological influence. But again, it has to be delivered the right way, or it loses all its power. And that's exactly what we're about to break down next. This isn't just about looking at someone for 5 seconds straight. It's about how you hold that eye contact and when you deliver it. Here's what you do. The moment you walk into a room or begin a conversation, pause for half a second, breathe naturally, and make intentional eye contact with the person you're engaging. But here's the key. Instead of nervously darting away or forcing a stare, hold that gaze for exactly 5 seconds, calmly and steadily. During this time, don't smile too quickly. Don't talk yet. Let your body be still, your face relaxed, and let the silence do the work. That's where the power is. Those 5 seconds are not about dominance. They're about anchoring your presence. You're training the other person's brain to register you as confident, composed, and in control. After those 5 seconds, you can smile slightly or begin speaking. Then the conversation starts. But because you set the tone with that calm, grounded gaze, the dynamic is now shifted. You're not chasing approval or trying to win them over. You're commanding attention without saying a word. That's why it works. Most people rush to speak, smile, or fill silence because they're uncomfortable. But when you hold space for 5 seconds with intentional eye contact, it creates tension, the good kind, and people feel drawn into your frame. It's subtle, but it's powerful. Do it once, and you'll instantly feel the shift in how people respond to you. Do it consistently, and you'll never go unnoticed again. By the way, I've got something very special for you. The Sigma's Black Book of Untouchable Power. It's an e-book that holds the forbidden knowledge used by high-level thinkers. But this will be deleted soon. The elites don't want this out. So check the description or pinned comment to grab it before it's gone. Now, most people will never learn to control their presence like this. They'll keep talking too much, fidgeting, breaking eye contact, and wondering why they don't get taken seriously. But now you know the rule. The next time you walk into a room, look someone in the eye and hold it calmly, silently for 5 seconds. Just watch how they respond. You don't need to prove yourself. You just need to let your presence speak louder than your words. By the way, if you're a student or just someone looking to build passive income online, I'm about to launch something really exciting. A complete course where I'll show you exactly how I built a faceless AI automation YouTube channel that generates over $5,000 a month as a full-time student. No face, no complicated setups, just smart strategies, psychology, and automation. If you've ever wanted to build an income stream like this, make sure to stay tuned. The launch is coming soon, and trust me, you won't want to miss it. Drop a comment if you're interested, and I'll make sure you're the first to know when it drops. And if you want more mindset and body language hacks like this, you know what to do.